Hey guys, Jamie here with Laurel Crest Landscapes. Today we're going to talk about fall annuals, changing those out. So the first thing you do is obviously remove your summer annuals if you have annuals. What we like to do is have permanent annual beds that we just constantly work and change out season to season. As you can see, we got some good helpers today. But the first thing I do is I use my garden fork, or you can use a little tiller or a shovel if you have. I really love the garden fork. So I use the garden fork to go down as deep as I can and kind of crack the soil like that. So I go down, crack the soil. Crack the soil. This soil is relatively soft because I've been working it, and we work it spring and fall. Once I crack the soil, I then typically add soil amendments. In this case, we had some Daddy's Pete's left over from we got them as a little giveaway, so we figured we'd try them this year. So we do that, and I there's no hard and fast rule for me. I just want a good potting soil mix in for my annuals. And then I use this stuff right here as a starter. It's called Biotone. This is my favorite starter blend. We install thousands and thousands of plants every year, and there's not a hole that we don't put a plant in that we don't use this stuff. I absolutely love this stuff. So I've already amended a lot of that, and I have a bed that's done. What I prefer to do with annuals a lot of times is I can pick up these little 6-pack of annuals pretty cheap at a box store. And so I just take them, try not to drop them on the ground like that, and squeeze them and try to get them out as all of them at once if I can without ripping them. And once those are out, what I do is I like to take 3 of them at a time to create one cluster. The pansies in the fall time you got to watch it because they can frost heave if they're too small. So there are other sizes that you can get. 4-inch cups are nice too, but they're I like these because I can do so many of them cheap. So I bunch them up like this. So this bed, I had already added all my amendments, and what I want to do, and I can take a leaf rake, but my hand is normally just as fast and efficient here. I want to create a level pad for my annuals, or it can be a little sloped, but for me in this case, I want symmetry. I want it to be pretty even around through there, and rake that out. I like to see about 4 inches of root zone mix, meaning that 4 inches of potting soil there. 4 to 6, I mean, more is better, but I would say a minimum of 4 inches I like to see. So once I get it like that, excuse me buddy, I've already taken the liberty to go ahead and pop a bunch of these out, so then I can efficiently go in here and start to lay them out. So I go through, and I'm going to do just keeping that fist spacing. Purple, white, and just keep mixing them. So as I'm laying them out, I alternate the colors. So in this case, since I only have 2, I go purple, white, purple, white, purple, white. And then on the next run up, I go just the opposite of that. Still purple, white, but then I go in between. And what you'll find there, as you go and the plants start to mature out and grow, you'll actually have lines of the same color. Another way you could do it is just stagger them diagonally, so you go purple all the way up and then white all the way up. Because what we want there is a triangle effect to where it looks like this. And so when you're looking down the beds one way, you're seeing alternating colors, and when you look down the bed the other way, you've got long swashes of color. So that's how that works. So this is what I lay the beds out first, just like they were over there, and then I go in and I start popping them in, placing them down. You can see how fast this goes. It's kind of like everything as far as work goes. All the time is in the preparation, and once you get everything prepped right, it goes extremely fast. One thing you got to be careful with though is really putting the annuals back in the same, exactly the hole where you moved them from. So, and I'll kind of check them as I go, and you can see I start to get separated a little here. If you got to be careful though, because as you're going, it'll move, but if you're in a semicircle, it gets tighter as you go up. So you got to kind of overcompensate and just work with what you got there. These, I like to always have a couple of extra if possible. These things are pretty cheap, so you can always come back and do extra. The big thing here is remembering I'm wanting to go right in between these. So there again, I'm creating that triangle. So this one's going right here. This one's going in between these two. Okay, so I'm there again, I'm going here, trying to keep that same distance here, here. I can adjust them a little bit, it's okay. Eventually, you know, these fill in. Pansies look pretty good in the fall and will do okay through the winter, but when they really come out is early spring, and they'll really fill out and be nice. We do our annual changes May 10th and October 10th. That's, if you can hit those windows, you're in good shape. You're past the frost danger in the spring, and you're getting, you know, you've got all that you're going to get out of your summer annuals in the fall like that. So you can see how quick I'm moving here. I'm not, you know, yes, I'm delicate with them, but I don't have to be overly, you know, babying them, if you will. You can see I'm kind of dressing it up as I go. I don't want to come back. If I'm on my last run, if I'm done, I want to be finished as I'm coming out the bed. If I'm gonna mulch afterwards, I could go either way on this. If the potting soil is pretty nice, I'm okay to just leave that. But if I'm gonna mulch, I want to leave them a little high. You know, our rule of thumb always is too high, it'll never die, too low, it'll never grow. And what I mean by a little high, you know, it's just maybe an inch, not even, probably a ½ inch, and then mulch around them. So, okay. So that's not complete, but you know, I've only got a few left. So if you like this kind of stuff, we have more videos like this coming, so please like and subscribe and check us out. So thank you.